Hello?
What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Or is there too much background noise? Because I have my 3D printer like going off in the background here. I could pause that right now.
Nah. Can you turn up your mic volume or no?
How could I know what it's like?
I mean, just slightly. If not, it's not bad. We're live, by the way, in case you didn't know.
Oh, how fun.
Hey, Rachel.
How about that? Can you hear me better now?
There you go.
Okay.
They only talk about racism when the city's burning up.
What's going on, bro? I haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah, not much. All right, there you go. The music was like super loud right now, but you lowered it, so we're good.
Yeah, I had it too loud. How's the new gig?
Amazing, man. Like, loving it way more than I thought I would.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So, Facebook users, because of this group that I created, you have to allow Facebook to, you got to give StreamYard permission to use your Facebook thing. I'll give you guys a link in a second. Hey, Nelda, Stricker, what up? Eliana, hi there. Scarlett. So, did you watch any of that Amber Heard trial, the Johnny Depp trial today?
Oh, yeah. I was watching that. I was watching your stream, actually. I was in the comments for a while.
Do you believe any of what she's saying at all?
Yeah, I'm Team Amber.
Are you really?
No.
Good.
But
I was about to boot your ass out of here. No, I'm
but she pledged the money, so I've got to believe her. It's the same thing as donations.
Hey, Corina. So, I don't know how I felt about that pledging the money, and did she actually pay the money? I know she was trying to drill that in there, like, well, you didn't pay it yet, right?
Yeah, because
But
she
most of
hasn't.
the
Like,
time,
the pledge isn't the same as she was saying.
it's a payment schedule usually, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm going to give her. I don't know if I'm going to give Team Johnny that one. I just think what didn't look good on Amber was her arguing about it. You know?
Yeah.
I don't think much of today made Amber look favorable anyway. Not that she's looked favorable at all.
I was gonna say there hasn't been one day where she does.
Right? All the alligator tears.
Yeah.
The emotional and all this kind of stuff, but I haven't seen a tear come out yet, you know?
No. But
I mean, you got snotty nose, like, okay, you're almost there, but it's not coming out yet.
You can see that she's trying to force it where she does the...
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Team Johnny, yeah. Dude, I made those t-shirts today, and they started selling. I couldn't believe it.
That's awesome. I saw a couple of those. I think you did, like, what, 2 of them?
Yeah, there's a objection hearsay and objection misleading, and then the other one is when Johnny was on the stand and the attorney was trying to tell him if he was there, and Johnny told him, "Were you there?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I put that "Were you there?" phrase on there. It was pretty good. So, yeah, I missed a little this morning. I forgot they were starting so early. So it's going to be like a 8 a.m. start time tomorrow.
Yeah, and a longer day also, isn't it?
Yeah, then they go all day with it. So what are you doing with your... I see you still got your page. You never... Well, you were not going to take it down necessarily, right? But you were kind of going to...
I was going to take a break because it's... The way my work schedule is to I work 3 days, then I come home to the Valley for 4, then I go work for 4 days, and then I go back to work for 3 days. So it's like 3 on, 4 off. So I was like, I don't have time to make videos. I don't have time to like do everything. Like stepped out of I've stepped out of like the drama. Like I don't know what's going on with everyone. But what I recently started doing was recording just daily vlogs. Like I went to, Trader Joe's and I showed like what I picked up from there. I go to Bucky's a few times. So like I record like while I'm walking around there. So like that's kind of what I'm kind of turning into, like just showing this adventure because I'm experiencing things I've never done before. Just having all these like fun adventures and stuff like that.
So how's those eyeglasses camera working out?
Oh, those are amazing. I love them. As soon as I found out about them, I was like, I'm going to buy them. So I went and bought them.
Yeah, you know what's scary was that shooting at the grocery store Sunday.
Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo.
Yeah.
New York. The dude was wearing it might have been a GoPro or something.
Yeah, he was.
Recorded that whole.
Yeah, and I heard I don't know if he found it, but he did he posted a manifesto online right before he went and did it.
I haven't seen that, but I saw the video when he's getting out of his car and he just starts shooting people.
Yeah, I'm just curious of like what he had written down in there.
Yeah, right. Dude, I got to tell you, man, he was very accurate. I mean, very, very accurate. He was getting headshots every single time.
Yeah.
And makes you wonder. And this is, how old is he? 19?
Yeah.
18 or 19?
He was young.
It's like, where the heck did he get this training from? Or was he just doing it on his own? Definitely racist motivated. Did you see what was written on his long gun?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the N-word and
the N-word written on it, and then he was, I forgot what he was. He was part of some organization. It's not the KKK. It was like
you mean the Aryan something or
yeah, the Aryan Brotherhood. There we go.
Yeah, it's it seemed like everything happened in bunches. You had that one, then you had the church shooting out in California, and then you had the flea market shooting in Houston. It's like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah, like I don't want to put my conspiracy hat on and say that like it's all planned and organized. I think it's just starting. It's the sparks igniting. Something else, and people are just trying to write those coattails of like, oh, I want my name mentioned. I want all this, thrown out there.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. If there was something that seemed a little more connected, but this is just totally random. I think. Unfortunate events. In Houston, you got the Mexicans. In Buffalo, you had the white dude racist. And the incident in California at the church, that was a racist also, but it was a Chinese man racist against Taiwanese.
Yeah.
And so he had a beef with them too. It was just, I don't know. And then you're gonna get all the gun nuts out there. Oh, we need more gun control and all this and that. Just waiting for that to start. Tomorrow I got an interesting show. I've got Jennifer McWilliams talking about CRT. And talking about SEL. You know what SEL is?
Social emotional learning.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And, why these things are not exactly the best things for our kids right now.
Yeah.
And this lady's been on the news all over the place, all the morning talk shows, and so it should be pretty interesting tomorrow. Been in contact with the people from Colonel Alan West, governor of Texas, and he's agreed in principle to come on the show. So we're just trying to schedule something there.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And we got a few things. Even a request with Mike Lindell, my pillow guy.
Oh, that's gonna go through?
I hope so. I'm told that's a very good possibility. So, I mean, love him or hate him, I think that'll be kind of fun just to have him on here and just talk about stuff. I'm trying to get Dinesh D'Souza.
Hmm.
I don't know if you know who that is.
No.
He made a movie just came out last weekend called 2,000 Mules
Oh, okay.
about showing about what happened with the election that was stolen from Trump
Hmm.
and how they did it. And there's video footage of people dropping ballots and all these boxes numerous times all night long. And I don't know if it's damning evidence, but it is really freaking shady what happened there.
Yeah.
So if you guys get a chance to see 2,000 Mules, check it out. I'm trying to stream it. I'm trying to get permission to stream it. You know, I partnered here with the Patriot News Network, and they're trying to get permission to stream it on one night.
Hmm.
So we'll see if that happens. And besides that, what else is going on with you? So how long are you going to do this? Is this going to be like permanent thing? Just 3 and 4 days here and there, back and forth and all that?
No, like I don't want it to be permanent. Eventually I should be, having my place over there, and then I'll have my place over here, and I'll do maybe, a week or two up there, and then I'll be able to do some work from home stuff, and then maybe be down here for like a week and a half, and then just go back. So it'll be longer terms, but I'm able to have a place have a place to stay in both places. So I'm thankful for that. I don't think I want to fully move yet. If that does happen, and my wife and my daughter like join me, then we'll probably just go get a house up there. But for now, that's like the next step, just like extended stays in both places.
And they're okay with that?
Yeah. Yeah, my wife's super supportive of this. It was very hard the first like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think that's why, like in those 2 weeks, I really didn't do anything because I was stressed. I was a little down because it was so different for me. But like for example, like I'm here until Wednesday. I'm gonna leave Wednesday, and then I'll be back Saturday morning, like as if nothing happened. Like I'm just gonna be gone for a few days. So there's not like that much. Like I'm getting more time here than I am over there, and I'm still able to work and put in my hours.
Man, I did that. I had two different residences, one in Texas, here home, and then in South Dakota.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be every weekend come back home. And then that turned into, well, every 2 weeks I'll do a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And then that turned into, well, every 3 weeks I'll do a weekend. And then say, all right, once a month I'll do a weekend. And then it turned into weeks and weeks and weeks without coming home. And it got old fast. And I was with the airline, so it's not like I couldn't get home. I just hopped a couple of flights and I was home. But there's always delays or cancellations or something happened all the time. It just didn't. It was not convenient.
Yeah, and with me, it's like a 4.5, 5 hour drive, like every Wednesday, every Saturday, or Sunday, depending if it's a long week or not.
Yeah.
And like that's kind of taking a toll because it's like me by myself, and it's like real early, so I don't like want to wake up my wife and like have her talk to me on the phone or anything like that. So I'm just listening to a bunch of podcasts and stuff like that. And like I think that's the only time where I really dislike the idea of it, because it's just a lot of time on the road.
Yeah. Hey, so there was some kind of comic. You went to a comic book. What did you go to? An event a couple of weeks ago.
Oh yeah, I went to Comic-Con.
The one down here.
Yeah, I was supposed to host a panel, but I had to turn it down because of the move. I wasn't gonna make it in time. So I was like, can I still like just attend? They're like, of course, like just come by. And I'm like, all right. So I got to go, and then I got to get one of my Power Rangers signed, and it was a real fun event.
That's cool. Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. Snoopy said, hey, just finished reading that the director of Aquaman, I imagine you mean Aquaman, has unfollowed Amber Heard.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are distancing from her already.
She's shady, bro.
Yeah.
Did you hear when they asked her how much she made? Do you know how much she made from the initial payment? How much she made from Aquaman?
Wasn't it just 1 million?
$1 million
Yeah.
plus bonuses for as sales went up. And I wonder how much she made because that made over $1 billion, man,
Yeah.
worldwide. So I know they get a cut from all that.
Yeah, the residuals. But I know her role was reduced in the sequel. Like, I don't know how much they're paying her for that one. Like, I would be interested to know, like, if they cut her pay or
She's
how
supposed to
they're
get $2 million for this one.
2 million for like 15 minutes of screen time.
Well, see, that's the thing I don't know. You're right. Her initial role was whatever normal screen time was compared to the last time.
Yeah.
But now I'm hearing these things that they cut her time down to just a few minutes. So I wonder if they're going to pay her the same thing.
Yeah. Seen here with residuals from the first Aquaman, she actually made 5 million in total.
Cool, Snoop. I'm glad you're able to watch it. Yeah, I'm going to do a stream tomorrow, too. It's going to be a long day tomorrow. How much? 5 million?
5 million with all the bonuses and residuals and stuff like that.
Now, she's not making that much money. I mean,
No,
she's not making Johnny Depp money, right?
No, she's not an A-lister. She was in an A-list movie, which was Aquaman, but besides that, like, she hasn't really done any huge movies. Like,
So
I don't think she had like a career going. I don't think she really had anything going for herself. If it wasn't for Johnny Depp, I don't think we would have heard from her. I think by him being with her, that kind of got her name out there and wheels turning, and maybe she had a better chance of this role in Aquaman because, like, oh, that's Johnny Depp's wife, you know?
I'm trying to figure out where does she make his other money from that she's able to take his $7 million divorce settlement and just donate all of it.
I don't think she ever had the intention of doing it.
Of donating it?
I don't think she ever had the intention of it. I think that was just something that was said in the moment to try and get, kudos points for her. Like, oh, she's such a good person. Like, she's not for the money, so we have to believe her because she's going to donate all the money. Like, it was just her trying to, gain some support. And I think put her name in the media. Like, I think that's what she cares about more than anything is the fact that her name's being mentioned. She doesn't strike me as the type of person that would take fading out well.
And then choice of wardrobe today.
What was it? I didn't pay attention to that.
She had the Dr. Evil look going on.
Oh.
Like a gray jacket with the collar way up here. It looked very Dr. Evil-ish. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably not a good look to have while you're doing this kind of thing,
Yeah.
And that was somebody made that observation today. I forgot who it was. They're like, "Dang, you're right. That's not a good look."
Yeah, I don't know. Have you ever seen the movie Never Back Down? She came out in that one. I think that was like maybe her first movie that came out.
I've never seen, except for Aquaman. I've never seen any movie that she was in at all.
Okay, well, in there, she plays kind of like a toxic person in the beginning. Like that's how her character comes off. Because she's dating the high school bad guy, and the new guy is kind of into her, so she lures him to like her boyfriend's party, and the boyfriend just wails on him in front of the entire school. And then so people are saying like, oh yeah, she was probably just playing herself in that movie, like just like conniving, like toxic person. And they're all like
acting.
Yeah, they're all like the signs were all there, like that's why she was good for that role.
Dang.
It's a good movie though. It's basically like a modern Karate Kid with
what's it called?
Never Back Down.
Oh, damn, I'll have to look that up. All right. Sean Ferris. Okay, good. Okay. I mean, I guess you could say she ain't bad looking, but there's just something about her, man, that rubs me the wrong way,
No, definitely.
Can't tell what it is. But anyway, then, so Camille, which is Johnny Depp's lawyer, questioning her. It's like, all these photographs of, Johnny Depp sleeping and Johnny Depp snoring or snoozing, or what do they call it, nodding.
Mm-hmm.
nodding off. She said, and but all these injuries that she said were bad injuries. How come we never took any pictures of those?
Yeah, no photos, no doctors. To where she said that she felt she didn't need to go to the doctor, but at the same time, she felt like her nose was broken.
And it was so swollen, and then the next day it's not swollen anymore. And now I
Yeah.
know swelling can go down, but not that fast.
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, makeup and ice." I'm like, "Nah, that's magic right there.
Right?
It's gone."
And they're not going to cut her nose like they do with boxers, right? They're not going to do that to her. So I don't know. I think she felt a little uncomfortable. But she was pretty. She was pretty snotty, kind of.
I was gonna say she was kind of like snappy.
Yeah.
I think it was when they were talking about a photo, and she's like, "Well, that's not my job to provide that photo."
Oh, it was because her attorneys, apparently her attorneys didn't turn over a photo of her injury, her nose.
Yeah, and that's when they sidebarred, like right there in the.
Yeah. And she's full of crap.
Mm-hmm.
Because why, if there's such a damning picture, why wouldn't they turn it over? Hey, look at this picture with her nose off. Why wouldn't they turn it over?
Yeah.
Because they don't have it, because there is no such photo.
Yeah, like a photo like that, if it existed, would have probably won her the case. Or it would have at least tipped the scales more to her. But why wouldn't you use it if you had it?
Yeah, again, I think she's full of crap.
Yeah.
And taking photos. Oh, okay. How about the breakfast table? I think it was a breakfast table. They had the 3 lines of Coke.
Yeah.
Had the little box. They had the little ashtray. A glass of wine or beer, whatever that drink was.
I think it was the champagne, she said.
Or maybe the champagne. Totally looked staged.
Yeah.
I've seen in movies, not in real life, right? I've seen in movies, I've seen in documentaries, the tables with the Coke lined up. And the tables are always a freaking mess. I mean, it's always a mess. There's powder everywhere. This was very neat. Very neat. I mean, I think it was staged for her to take that photograph.
Yeah.
It was too nice of a scene.
Yeah. And for that to be like, I think the text she sent her friend was like another Monday morning or something like that, like typical Monday or something along the lines like that. But I mean, if that's typical, you're not going to have everything displayed so nicely. Like, I know there's not like a cocaine magazine, but that looks like the front cover of like a cocaine magazine,
right?
That they would put like that's front page.
She made it seem like Aquaman was successful because of her. Yeah, not even close. Is the Me Too movement going to distance themselves from her? I don't hear it. No, I haven't heard a thing.
I haven't heard anyone supporting her.
I think even the Me Too movement thinks she's full of crap.
Yeah,
that's very possible.
Yeah, she's hurting the any progress that they've made.
And the real women, real non-Hollywood women who do get abused all the time. I mean, this does not do well for actual women who are in abusive relationships. I'm not saying she wasn't in an abusive relationship.
Yeah, I think both of them are guilty of some form of abuse, but the way she's painting it to where she was the victim and Johnny's this monster who would just do all these things to her, like, no, I don't think it was that.
Yeah, I mean, he does have a temper, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think that's only when he's under the influence of something. At least that's what I gather.
Yeah.
Remember, he was in the kitchen slamming the kitchen cabinets up top and trying to break the glass, and he was just slamming everything and slamming. And then he saw the camera, the iPad or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What, you're recording this? And you know what? That makes it shady, too. Too much of her recording all this stuff.
Yeah. Like, she had the motive to be doing this, like, the entire time. Like, and makes you wonder, like, okay, is she poking at him while the camera's on to make her seem more of a victim? Like, she's just trying to talk to him, but maybe she knows he doesn't want to be talked to. Like, I get like that, too. Like, where I have a bad day and, like, I don't want to be spoken to. And I think that video of him was, like, a few days after his mother passed. So it might have been, like, a mix of, like, grieving and, like, a mix of grieving, and then he's using these substances, and that doesn't mix well. So he already was in a bad spot. Why are you going to record him and try and get a stir out of him.
Yeah, he's not in a good state of mind, and she's trying to exploit him on that and capture whatever she could. The fake crying to get sympathy, and she's smug, and then she's arrogant. 15 minutes later, then she's got an attitude. Yeah, something's not right. Anxious
Yeah,
to see how it all. Hey, Emily, how it all
yeah.
ends.
She gives me the vibe. It's like while growing up, she was one of those that got like one of those girls that got everything they wanted, and like was able to get out of like any kind of trouble in school with anybody. Like, and she feels like since she was able to do this for a huge portion of her life, now that she's an adult, she should still be able to say what she wants, do what she wants, and then get away with it without any repercussions.
Yeah, and it's too bad that she's a Texas girl. Because
Yeah.
I'm not saying there's no psycho Texas girls, but she doesn't help.
Yes.
When she revealed her sister, yeah, I noticed that. She's saying how her sister taught him how to do the coke. I was like, oh, okay. Out of a tampon applicator, talk about making herself look bad. I mean, they're all messed up. It's obviously a very dysfunctional group.
Yeah.
But she's not so goody two shoe innocent either. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I just want I'm hoping tomorrow's the moment when they confront her on the poop on the bed.
Oh, I'm waiting for that.
And she already hit it today, and she said, "Oh, that was the dog. The dog had a bad habit of." And I'm like, "Yeah, there she goes, already blaming it on the dog. She's there. She already planted that seed."
But like it's a small dog that couldn't even get on the bed on its own, from what I remember.
Yeah, it's a real small dog, right?
Yeah, yeah, and it's a high bed to where he's not able to get up on his own onto that bed. And then the size of the feces in question were not what the dog would usually put out.
AD, right? Wasn't it like a big pile of crap?
Yeah.
And that's a tiny little dog. Little dogs poop little poops.
Yeah.
A pit bull, a Rottweiler, German Shepherd is gonna poop a big poop.
Yeah, like as
Or a
someone who's
human.
worked at an animal shelter, like yeah, I've seen big dogs provide big ones, and then medium ones do medium ones, and small ones do small ones. Like, regardless of how sick the dog is, it's not gonna magically come up with an extra 5 pounds of feces like out of nowhere.
Right. AD, she's a spoiled brat. Bottom line,
That's what it is.
dude, it just makes me sick the way she just goes on about. And I said this before, and I have to preface it with, I believe women when they're in abusive relationships.
Yeah.
I usually believe all of them, and they got evidence, and they're not good. But I don't believe her. I don't. I think like Straight Girl says, she provoked him a lot for him to go off like that. At least that's what I think. I don't know. So we'll see how that turns out. The other one in court is I'm waiting. I'm trying to get an update on what happened to VT.
Oh yeah.
I don't have info on that yet, and I'm waiting for that to. I should have some of that info yet. I know she has something going on today in court.
Yeah, I've been keeping up with that No More Cheeski's Lies page. I even spoke to one of the admins recently and had like a little short conversation with them. But yeah, like that's where I'm getting my news from them. So that's probably the best place to go to at this point.
Yep, it is actually. And I've been watching a few minutes of videos here and there that she's been putting out.
Oh yeah.
Vanessa anyway. And somebody asked me, "What aren't you interested in? What happened?" I'm like, you know what? Honestly, I gotta say, I lost interest.
Same.
I'm just not interested. I'm interested, yes, what happens in court, and I'm gonna try to find out and let you all know, but
yeah.
I'm not interested anymore. Like
I'm interested in something new out of her. I'm not interested in the same repetition, the same, broken record of all the stuff she always says, same people she goes after. I want something new, something, okay, she's finally going away. Oh, she's finally gonna have to deal with these court fees. She's finally gonna have to do this. Like, I'll wait for that.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so when did I start streaming her? The election was, I don't know. This was at the beginning of the year, wasn't it?
Beginning of the year, like I'd say a month and a half before election
Yeah, something like
day,
that.
around there.
A couple of months tops.
Yeah.
And it was fascinating. It was interesting, and there was a mission, there was a point to it. But I cannot see anybody doing that for year after year after year. I don't. That's not my thing. It was entertaining for a while.
It was. I
Provides a
mean,
lot of material, right?
yeah, I was, I made material out of it. I made content out of it.
And yeah, and if it worked for you guys for a long time, she just kept putting out the material. But for me, I just got bored of it. And then, of course, Melissa Lucio thing came up,
Hmm.
and I got involved with that. I got emotionally involved with that, and I had to back off a little bit. It's just, yeah, it's Snoop asking about. Um, there's no news yet. Um, the DA is waiting for her attorneys to present whatever they're going to present,
Hmm.
and usually this happens right away. So as soon as it like when the stay happened, and okay, it goes back to the DA, original DA, and usually the defense attorneys are right there the next day with, all right, here's everything right here. This is it. What are we gonna do? As far as I know, there's nothing yet. They haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, and if anything has happened, it hasn't been made public yet.
No. And the daughter who was on TikTok all the time,
Hmm.
she got banned from TikTok. She got knocked out of there for some reason. Don't know why. So
Oh,
now
wow.
she's on Instagram apparently. And now she's doing her thing on Instagram. And one of her sons, Bobby, he's been doing a lot of Q&A kind of stuff on TikTok from work, from his job.
Mhm.
I hope he's careful because you can get fired for doing that kind of thing at your job.
Yeah.
And he's been doing a lot of Q&A, and it's I just don't agree with the level of online time that they're giving all of this. I think they're doing more harm than good.
Yeah.
I think they need to lay back and kind of let the law do their thing. And I don't know. I don't know what to feel about it at all. And I don't agree with attacking the DA, going after him. I think dude's already a hard-headed guy, and you're going to piss him off, and he's not going to play nice. Talking
No.
about Louis Science. I don't think he's going to play nice at all. You don't want to piss him off. Again, that's my opinion. I'm not a legal expert. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. Snoopy, have you spoken to Lynn Marie Garcia? Yes, I have. Last heard she wanted to kind of alluded to suing some of Melissa's kids for defamation. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with that. I don't know. I don't think so. I think Lynn Marie is just done trying to. There were a lot of people trying to help, and I'm just gonna say it. When she got a stay of execution that day, yes, I was happy. A lot of people were, but you can't take that as a victory.
Yeah, it's not a win. It's just a timeout.
And well, I'm sorry, not sorry, but there was too much celebration, and that bothered me because it's like she's still gonna stay on death row. And she's still going to be on death row. And, the DA, Louis Science, can stretch this out. She could be there for another 20 or 30 years. He doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Or he could put her back on death, put her back and assign a new date. He can do that too. So I think you got to remain humble. You got to know when to shut up. Let the people do their work. Don't make it more difficult for them by going online and saying all kind of crap. It's not for me. So obviously, still going to watch it, still going to cover it, that kind of thing. But man, I put too much of my emotions into this, and I don't want to get hurt. So I don't know what Lynn Marie is going to do with that. She hasn't talked about it. I haven't asked her. I know she doesn't want to talk about that. She's busy with 4 or 5 other cases that she's working on. Sorry to say, with her kids, those outspoken ones are making Melissa look bad. They may use this against her that she has an unstable family. I've said that all along.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I've said that all along. I'm like, God, that's why, even though I wanted to have the family on, I remember at one point I wanted to have some of them on. And
yeah, you had shared some ideas, different things you wanted to do, and
yeah, inviting, and then I think it was best that didn't happen. So, but anyway, we'll see what happens with that.
Hopefully we hear something soon.
Yeah, I hope for her sake. But still, even if there is good news, there is no retrial. Right now, there's no retrial. There's no guarantee of a retrial. The DA is the one to decide whether or not they're going to retry it. And it sounds like he wants to retry it, but he wants to go for the death penalty again.
Yeah.
And who knows how they play down here? I don't know if I want to go up against him. I don't know. That's my 2 cents on that. Yeah, so I don't know. You got anything else? I didn't want to be on for too much of a long time right now because tomorrow's going to be a long day with Amber Heard.
Yeah. Yep. It's going to be a good one, though. Hopefully we get some more material out of it.
Switching back to Johnny, I hope that is just the beginning of that cross-examination. Oh, it's going to get brutal. It's going to get brutal. I think today was only kind of brutal because it was only for a couple hours at most. Tomorrow is going to be a full day. And I think tomorrow they're going to get to the poop on the bed.
We're going to get to the poop.
We're going to get to the poop on the bed. So, yeah, tune in for that. That's 8 a.m., guys. 8 a.m. Holy crap.
See, I'm trying to look for a TikTok I wanted to send you about this trial. Just give me a second here.
And did you see the clip last week of Amber doing this? And then he's like somebody said, oh, she's snorting. He snorted a line. I don't know if she snorted. I think.
No, I think she was just posing for the cameras. Like, there's people that are going to, read too much into things or try and add things just to stir it up and bring attention. I was like, it's already in a lot of attention as it is.
You would think she wouldn't be so dumb to do something like that.
Yeah.
When the judge is 3 feet away from her, right? And then, the other thing that bothers the piss out of me is she's got a napkin and she's cleaning her nose. You have a napkin and you're cleaning your nose, but then she's got to go like this.
Yeah.
It's like, use your freaking napkin, and then keep cleaning your nose. Don't do one of these numbers, But it's like something a little kid does.
Yeah. Where she's just acting a little too hard. She's biting the scenery at this point.
Victor, have you seen a Firestarter movie that was released last Friday?
No, I was actually going to watch it either tonight or tomorrow.
Have you seen the original Firestarter? That's the question.
Of course. But I got some popcorn to make. We got some pickle bites. We got some nacho cheese, some hot Cheetos. So we're going to have a pretty good movie night.
If you haven't seen the original Firestarter, wasn't that Drew Barrymore?
Drew Barrymore. Young Drew Barrymore.
Yeah. Very little, cute little Drew Barrymore. If you haven't seen the original, watch the original before you watch this one.
Yeah.
Same thing with Carrie. Remember Carrie?
Oh, Carrie was awesome. I actually liked the new one, not as much as the original, but it wasn't that bad for a remake.
Now, which new one? Because there's 2 remakes, right?
The one with Chloe Grace Moretz.
I don't know. I know the last one I saw was the remake, the first remake they did. Man, 10 years ago, roughly.
10 years ago?
Oh,
Has it been that long? Okay, yeah, that's the one I'm talking about with
2013.
yeah, that's the one I'm talking about that I saw.
Okay, so there is no one after that. It was just the original one and that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one too, and that you're right. It wasn't. I mean, the original is always good to see the original, but that one was not. That was not a bad remake.
No, it wasn't.
If you haven't seen Carrie, check out Carrie. It's kind of wicked.
It is.
And then-
But there's been some pretty good remakes. Like the Evil Dead remake was awesome. Also, like I thought that was a really good remake.
Which one?
Evil Dead.
Oh yeah.
The remake for that one was amazing. Like
If you haven't seen Evil Dead, you got to see the Evil Dead. If we're talking about Carrie, if you haven't seen, now you got to watch a movie called Christine.
Oh, that's a good one. Basically, like all the old Stephen King ones. I know there's one that my wife really likes that I've never seen. Red something. Let me see.
Okay.
Oh, she said it was Red Rose.
Red Rose. Which was Drew in first, E.T. or Firestarter?
E.T. E.T.
Yeah.
came out like 2 years before, 2 or 3 years.
That sounds right. I don't know. There's something about this. I saw the trailer for the new Firestarter, and I wanted to say, just go back to the original. But I haven't seen it, so I'm not going to say. Evil Dead was good. Christine is a movie about a possessed car.
And for some reason, it just works.
Yeah,
like it just works so well. Sam Raimi, who did the Evil Dead series, directed the recent Doctor Strange movie, and there's just so many like Evil Dead touches to it. Like the iconic like camera angles, everything is like it's basically Evil Dead in the Marvel universe. Creep Show.
Yeah.
Rose Red, that's the one.
Did you know the movie Jaws? Did you see Jaws?
Yeah.
Way at the end, when they blow up the shark, and under the water, you see the pieces of the shark falling down, going down, and you hear all this weird, strange noise.
Yeah.
He brought that noise over from the Christine movie, of when the car is dying.
Oh.
Next time you watch that, see if you remember to catch that.
Yeah.
That's a fact. So I started watching. I know I haven't seen Jaws in a while. I know they play it all the time on cable.
Yeah.
I started watching a series called The Offer. It's on Paramount Plus.
Oh, okay.
It's like the true story of how they made the Godfather movie leading up to
it. Yes.
I think it's really good. It's interesting.
I think it's funny you mentioned it because I just got Paramount Plus today.
And check out.
And that's what's like, as soon as you open the app, that's what they throw out there, like The Offer.
And they have the movie, they have the Godfather 1, Godfather 2, or you can watch like a trilogy.
Yeah.
You know how the Godfather starts off in 2 different decades, different eras of time. If you watch the trilogy, or it's called Coda or something like that, they hash it up and make it all chronological instead of starting, in the 60s and then going back to the 40s or 30s.
Yeah,
they make it chronological.
I don't know. I think it's better the way it is. I don't think it would be as good chronologically.
It's weird. It's different.
Like that's like putting Pulp Fiction chronologically. Like I don't think it would be the same movie.
If it's Swamp, if you're talking about the Swamp Thing, it's not Bridget Bardot. It's Adrienne Barbeau. Adrienne Barbeau was in Swamp Thing.
But regardless, Bridget Bardot's
Bridget Bardot was a sexy woman, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
What was her name? I just forgot her name. Adrienne Barbeau.
Mm-hmm.
She was also in Escape from New York.
Yeah, I think we've talked about this one also.
She was also in Rodney Dangerfield's Back to School.
Yeah.
She was his wife that he was going to divorce because she was a slut or whatever. So she's been in a lot of stuff. Daredevil. Where are you in? Daredevil.
Me.
I thought you were talking about the movie Daredevil with, what's his name? Ben Affleck. Horrible. Horrible.
No, I loved it.
I loved horrible movie.
No, but I've been around trying to get back into like making my videos and stuff. My channel has like a lot of new things. But Daredevil movie's not that bad. I actually like it. I'm a huge Daredevil fan, so anytime I get to see it, like I'm right there. The series a lot better, but I don't think Daredevil's that bad of a movie. Especially the director's cut, like where it fills in a lot of like the gaps the original had. It's good.
I can't picture. Okay, I like him in only a few movies. He was good in Good Will Hunting.
Amazing.
He's good in what was he? The Town.
Yeah.
You know, the Boston bank robbers.
What about The Accountant?
I couldn't buy it. I couldn't buy it.
Oh man, that was such a good one.
I'm not saying the movie wasn't good, the plot and action, but he couldn't. I couldn't buy it. He couldn't sell it to me.
I actually like early Ben Affleck versus like current.
Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting.
If you haven't seen Good Will Hunting,
for me it's like Chasing Amy.
Oh, Cannonball Run. Oh my goodness, you're going way, way back. Cannonball Run was a movie with a lot of funny. It was a funny comedy. They're having a race from East Coast to West Coast, or vice versa.
Yeah.
And, you know, the winner gets $1 million or whatever it is, and it's Burt Reynolds. I mean, it's a lot of old school actors. Sammy Davis Jr. What's that chubby guy, the funny guy with Burt Reynolds?
Me and my friends actually wanted to do something similar to that here in the Valley. Because back in high school, I created a scavenger hunt at the mall to where we had to do these like certain things throughout the mall.
Oh yeah.
Like points, and then we wanted to like grow that into like starting off in Mission and ending up at the island, but we had to like complete certain things in order to get there, and like whoever got there first like would win something, but we never got to finish that. But yeah, we wanted to have like a scavenger hunt, Cannonball Run kind of thing.
You got to do it like from SPI all the way up to Laredo or something like that.
Yeah, well, we got to start off small. We're not gonna go that far yet, but like, you know, here from the island, and like we have to like do something in at least every city.
Yeah.
You know, like get a McDonald's receipt from one city, get like a Target receipt from McAllen, or like just stuff like that.
That's cool. Yo, what up? Daredevil.
Daredevil was awesome.
Oh, he was talking about you and Daredevil. I think he knew that. The Accountant. Doctor Strange. Not yet. Have you seen it?
Yes, of course. Last week, it's to where it was so hard to get. I got tickets and I couldn't miss it. So yeah. I worked 12-hour shift, drove 5 hours, and then came home just to go watch it. And then I went to sleep later. I was up for like 28 hours, but it was worth it to see Doctor Strange. And I'll probably do a review of it soon. Maybe on Wednesday when I'm driving back up, I'll just do a live and talk about it while I'm driving so I can stay awake.
Dogma
is amazing, and so is Chasing Amy. So that's
I'll give you Chasing Amy.
That's
for sure.
Kevin Smith. Like I've said it a bunch of times. Like I'll never say anything bad about a Kevin Smith movie.
I want Brandon Fraser to come back. Loved him with
Oh,
honors. Joe Pesci.
Brendan Fraser,
Brent-
he's pretty good. Like he should
Didn't
come
he
out in
start
more.
off Encino Man?
Encino Man,
Right?
yeah, with Pauly Shore and
Yeah,
can't remember the other guy.
that was funny. That was actually funny. Amazing, like the amazing. Yeah, that's what he wants
That's
to do.
pretty much what it was. And I still might want to do something like that.
Dang, a lot of movies.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's watched. Maybe Nadia has because she usually is on top of some of these things. But Moon Knight on Disney Plus.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I recommend that one if anyone wants to watch it. Like you don't have to know a lot about like the whole Marvel thing because it's kind of like a solo, like in its own universe, while being in the same universe, but it doesn't mention any of the other stuff. It's pretty good. A superhero with DID.
Mm, what was the other one I was going to tell you? I mean, if you want to go back, I don't know. I was trying to make a list of like romantic comedies, like early ones.
Oh, okay. I could do that. That's kind of my wheelhouse right there.
I mean, so I'm going by decade, right? Like
Hmm.
80s. And the first one that comes to mind is Moonstruck. Moonstruck.
Okay.
With Cher, a very young Nicolas Cage. I mean, very young. If you haven't seen, I think that was one of her first movies. It might not have been her first real movie, but her first big role was in Moonstruck.
Hmm.
Romantic comedy, funny movie. There's a meme out there. A lot of people have seen it, where it's a Cher slapping a guy and saying "snap out of it."
Hmm.
That's where that comes from Moonstruck.
Yeah. For me, I'll probably go with like John Hughes movies,
Oh
like
man,
16
16
Candles.
Candles,
Yeah.
Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink.
Oh yeah, see,
Like that's probably like if I were to be asked like, oh, give me like an 80s like rom com back. Oh, John Hughes. Like just look up anything there.
and I like You Got Mail.
Was that 80s?
No, that's 90s, I think.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like I think I was alive for that one.
You were alive for that. Yeah, You've Got Mail was 98. Oh damn, almost. Yeah.
Damn, almost going into the millennium with that one. What about Say Anything?
The Sanity was good.
I think that's a classic one.
What is the movie with Minnie Driver? It's not John Cusack. It's the guy from that Alien TV show with Scully. David Duchovny.
Okay.
Movie in Chicago, romantic movie, comedy. Oh man, I think it's Minnie Driver.
Minnie Driver and David Duchovny.
Did you know that Minnie Driver almost didn't do Good Will Hunting?
How come?
Because what's that guy name with the casting couch? Was it Harvey?
Weinstein.
Yeah, because she
Uh-huh.
wouldn't play the game, so he did not want her in the movie.
Wow, that's what happened with I want to say Rose McGowan. That's why like she stopped making movies because she
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
putting out or she wasn't playing that game.
Minnie Driver. I want to say it's Minnie Driver. Return to Me.
I don't know that one.
That's the Minnie Driver and David Duchovny. Bonnie Hunt. I think that's the one. Filmed in Chicago. I think that's the one. And then There's an air traffic control movie love story. It's called Pushing Tin.
I've heard that one. I don't think I've seen it, but I know that title sounds familiar.
John Cusack, Billy Bob Thornton, Angelina Jolie's in it. Kate Blanchett is in it. Fun movie to watch. That's not easy to find. What do you put up here? Let's see. Maybe the Brad Pack. Yeah, any of the Brad Pack. Less Than Zero. You know, I started watching that again the other day. Have you seen Less Than Zero?
I probably have, but I can't remember the name.
Less Than Zero is got Robert Downey Jr. He's their friend, the one that's a drug addict, and they're all close. They're all rich young kids. Oh man, you got to see. Less Than Zero is the movie he says that changed his life. Robert Downey Jr.
Okay.
What's happening?
16
Candles.
Yeah. I was more of a I like Pretty in Pink way more, even though like a lot of people gravitate to 16 Candles. I think Pretty in Pink was a lot better.
Well, 16 Candles is more of a straight up comedy.
Yeah.
Pretty in Pink was a little more serious, more of a romantic comedy movie.
Yeah.
I wanted to buy the machine but they were sold out.
The Machina de Cavers. It's from the new Spider-Man movie. It was basically like a cube. Well, AMC had it as a popcorn like tin. It was real nice, but it sold out like crazy because people were buying them and reselling them.
No shit.
Yeah, I didn't get my hands on one of those, or else I would have had it on my shelves.
I only remember Minnie Driver and Will and Grace. She was in Will and Grace? I don't think so. I mean, it's possible I missed it.
Or like a guest spot, or like a small.
I guess she was. Season 5 finale. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Very good.
I like the show that she was making. Speechless.
Speechless. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I think that was a really good one.
OMG, Less Than Zero. I was told to look away on certain scenes. It was a pretty intense movie. A lot of bratty young people. I mean, yuppies is a term that comes to mind. I mean, real young people who are making a lot of money. But it was good. The girl from what's her name? Twister.
Helen Hunt?
Bill Paxton, right?
Oh, I thought we were talking about females.
The one that played his wife. That he ends up splitting up with her because he's chasing the Twister girl.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie something. I'm trying not to look it up.
Let me see. I'll look it up for you.
Look up cast of Less Than Zero. You should watch it. You should watch Less Than Zero fully. It's good. Jamie Gertz. Yes. See, I got it. Jamie Gertz. She was in that. Judd Nelson.
Oh, Judd Nelson's awesome. I wish he came out of more things.
Andrew McCarthy. He's in that. It was like a big Brat Pack. There was a lot of people that were in the Brat Pack that were kind of let's see what's going on here.
Oh, going back to Ben Affleck, he came on Jersey Girl. I actually like that one.
So the Vanessa trial has been reset to June 16th, 3:00.
Oh, it's awesome. That's right around my birthday. Give me a good birthday gift. Come on.
Oh man! And then after the Brat Pack, so you got what was it? Pretty in Pink, Breakfast Club, 16 Candles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got to throw in Less Than Zero in there. And I don't know. There's just too many. I'd have to write these down. It's just a lot.
Okay.
Some of you guys got a lot of catching up to do.
Well, according to this, Less Than Zero is considered part of the Brat Pack,
It is, right? Okay.
along with Mannequin, Bad Influence.
Mannequin. Holy crap. Mannequin. That's with Kim Cattrall?
Yep.
What was
I
the
like
other?
I like that one.
What was the other movie where they were overnight in a store? Jennifer Connelly. They were stuck in a store overnight or something like that. What was it called? The titles escape me right now. And then you got, oh, thank you. Now it's St. Elmo's Fire.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh man, that's another good one.
St. Elmo's Fire, yeah. I haven't thought of that one in a while.
Elmo, yeah, it's called St. Elmo's Fire. I just saw Risky Business yesterday. Great film. Tom Cruise, Rebecca De Mornay.
Oh, The Outsiders. That's considered a Brat Pack movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's Christopher Walken.
No, not that Outsiders. The one's based on the book.
The Outsiders.
Yeah, Emilio Estevez, Rob Lowe. You got Matt Dillon, Patrick Swayze, Tom
Yeah,
Cruise.
that's what I'm talking about. Yep. Patrick Swayze, Ralph Macchio.
Yeah. Thomas Howell. Like, that's an amazing cast. And that's because they were all young. They still hadn't really come out yet.
Francis Ford Coppola movie. Avatar 2 is coming soon, December. Dang, it's taking forever.
I could do without any of those Avatar movies.
Is that like 3 years in the making or something like that?
Yeah. They're gonna make, I think, up to 5.
The Outside of Pony Boy. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, stay
Pony
gold.
Boy. Dang.
I remember watching that movie in 8th grade. And that I felt pretty torn up while watching that, like in front of everyone.
Really?
Yeah, like that whole Johnny speech at the end just tore me up. I was like, man.
If you can find The Accused, have you seen The Accused? We talked about this, I think. Jodie Foster, Kelly McGillis. They say it was based on a true story. I don't know if that's the case or not.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've seen this one.
That was pretty intense movie. And I see next to that Remo Williams. Isn't that the dude that just died? The actor that just died? Yeah, it is. What's his name? He just passed away. Fred Ward. Yeah, he just passed away.
Oh, yeah, he died a while back, wasn't it?
A few days ago.
Okay, I'm thinking of another Fred. Oh, yeah, Fred Ward died. I was thinking of Fred Willard. That's who I was thinking of.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what about Weird Science?
Weird Science is awesome.
The Woman in Red, 80s. That's 80s for sure.
Yeah.
The Woman in Red is available. I think it's on Prime or Netflix. That's a funny movie. Dang, The Woman in Red. Escape from New York. A total non-comedy. Yeah, there's Firestarter right there. 1984 was Firestarter.
Yeah. And I think E.T. was 82 or 81.
God. These movies, look at that. Brewster's Millions with Richard Pryor and John Candy. Scarface, Stripes. Planes, Trains, Automobiles. Footloose. Anyway, dude, I got to wrap it up. We got some stuff going
right.
on tomorrow morning.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Cujo.
I think they could remake that one and make it terrifying, like even more terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, it was terrifying. It had its little parts, but it wasn't completely terrifying, right?
Yeah, but I think now with the stuff they're allowed to show in movies now, and they could make it pretty gory.
What about the movie where the woman turns into a wolf, into a werewolf?
Cursed with Christina Ricci.
The Howling.
Oh, The Howling. Okay, yeah, I know that one.
There was a movie called, I want to say it was called Scanners.
Yeah.
Where they exploded, the dude's head exploded from so much pressure. Right on camera, it was like a TV interview, and then boom, it exploded. That was pretty gross at the time.
I don't know if you've ever seen a Chopping Mall.
What is it?
Chopping Mall? Like
No.
Chopping? Pretty like classic like cult movie where these kids are locked in a mall because they were partying and like the doors got locked. But this mall's testing a new security system towards these like droids that like just go around. But something goes up with these droids and they start just killing these teenagers in the mall. So like these droids have like lasers and like blades and stuff like that. So they're trying to maneuver these like AI robots.
Chopping, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like extremely like campy horror movie, like one of those that you could tell they just shot like in a week or two and put it out, but it's enjoyable. I like it.
That's hilarious. There you go, another one. Good one idea. American Werewolf in London.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. That was around the time of Michael Jackson's Thriller, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's where Michael Jackson got his inspiration to do Thriller.
I wouldn't doubt it.
When he turned into a werewolf from the movie American Werewolf in London.
Yeah,
that was pretty shocking. I think they banned that in Europe and Great Britain for a little while. If I hear that right, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Hey, holy crap. I feel like eating a hamburger.
I just wanted to confirm this real quick.
Look up a movie called The Flamingo Kid.
The Flamingo Kid. Let me see.
It's with Matt Dillon. Early 80s.
Oh, yeah.
It's a nice little movie. Hector Elizondo is in it. The guy who was the colonel from Rambo. Remember the guy who trained Rambo, the original Rambo?
Mm-hmm.
Forget his name. He's in that. And it's a cool movie. It's a cool summer movie. It's like a coming-of-age movie.
Oh, Jessica Walters in it, too.
Yes. Jessica Walters in it. And the blondie girl. I can't remember her name.
Which one?
She was in the jazz or chorus line or something, or jazz. Dude, man, you're making me think too much right now. All That Jazz or a chorus line. This blonde from. See, I gotta look it up. Anna Jones.
Anna Jones.
She was smoking, good-looking woman back then, man. She was. I think she's still alive. She might be smoking now still.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, she still might be. Like, don't write her off because she's alive.
I know, right?
Yeah, she has acting credits up until 2021 right now.
Yeah, Janet Jones. Anyway, cool movie. Matt Damon. Matt Dillon. A poor kid from Yonkers, and he gets a job in a fancy beach club in Long Island. Cool movie.
He's a good actor. Like I haven't really seen him in a lot of stuff recently. Like I think he's kind of died down, but I thought he made some pretty good stuff.
You talking about Matt Dillon?
Yeah,
Yeah. What about the movie he did with the two girls in Florida? Uh,
Wild Things.
yes.
Yeah, I seem to remember a few scenes from that movie.
Yeah. A couple of favorite scenes from that movie. I gotta get off in a bit, so I'm gonna say a not so old one. I love Evolution.
Yes, that one is great.
Haven't heard of that.
Oh, you need to watch that one. That's a pretty good one.
I love Evolution. Oh my god, man! I'm such a huge All That Jazz and Chorus Line fan. Bet you didn't know I was dancing. I was in a dancing company as a kid. Love the show. Yeah, I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of musicals.
Oh man, I'm gonna sign off then. I love musicals.
But I loved the original West Side Story. But that's it.
At this point, it's been redone so many times. It's hard to track down what the original one was like.
The West Side Story? There's only one original West Side Story.
No, but like I'm talking about like sometimes you'll find like the tapings of these things. So like, are you talking about like the original Broadway show or the original movie? Like, cause
No,
like
the original movie.
Okay, because like the show and the movie are always different whenever they like make it into a live action kind of thing. So I was just trying to see like what original you were going for.
Yeah, the original movie with Natalie Wood and the Spanish guy who was not a Spanish guy, but he was a German guy, I think.
Oh yeah, that German Spanish guy.
They spray tanned him to make him look Spanish or whatever. And even now, I mean, when they did the remake, even then they didn't use not a single freaking Puerto Rican.
No.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just won't watch it. I saw Wild Things, but not the sequel. Sequels sucked. The original was only the best. Oh, Evolution. Just the word evolution.
Yeah. Yeah, about aliens, and it has Orlando Jones in it. Sean William Scott. Can't remember who else, but it's a good one. Like good cast, really funny.
Oh, Julianne Moore, David Duchovny,
Orlando
Jones, Michael Chapman, Dan Aykroyd. Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those where I feel it was ahead of its time. Like that movie now would probably do so much better, but it's
on HBO.
If it is, I'll probably watch it tonight.
It's on HBO.
Oh yeah, HBO Max. Yeah, yeah, it's awesome. Orlando Jones when yeah, you'll see it. There's this amazing scene with him that you'll crack up. I guarantee it.
All right, we're gonna call it a night, buddy.
All right, sounds good.
Cool, everybody. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Most of the Pauly Shore movies. Son-in-Law was one of the funniest Pauly Shore movies ever.
Oh my gosh, I gotta say this, Eddie. You've had like hit after hit. Like you've been mentioning like some of my favorite movies and everything. Like you're awesome. I believe your taste in movies is superb right now.
She does. She does. You gotta like the 1982 Annie. I hate Annie movies. I hate the Annie music. I'm not a fan of Annie.
I'm a huge musical fan, and I don't like Annie.
There you go. See, I know Bernadette Peters. Yes, I know. I know the people. I liked All That Jazz. You know which one pissed me off? Annoys me? Rent.
Why? I love Rent.
Just the fact that it goes to the whole musical thing. They got to sing everything instead of just a dialogue, and it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But I like the movie Fame. If you haven't seen Fame,
Fame is awesome.
That's kind of a musical too, I think.
Yeah, I mean with this whole Johnny Depp thing, I've been wanting to go back and watch Sweeney Todd.
Oh God, Sweeney Todd too.
Come on, Demon Barber of Fleet Street. You have to like Sweeney Todd. Like I'll watch that movie, and for the next week, I'm like doing the entire soundtrack like while I'm driving.
He took it like a man. The corny, I like Starship Troopers.
Yeah, it's like a funny Starship Troopers.
Yeah. Starship Troopers was right. Tommy. Not Tommy Boy. What's Tommy? Roger Daltrey, Peter Townsend, Elton John. Nope. Anne Margaret. Have not seen Tommy. 1975. Dang.
Wow, Eric Clapton, Nicholas, Tina Turner, Pete Townsend, Jack Nicholson. I'm surprised I haven't seen this.
Yep, we mentioned Sleepy Hollow before. I like Sleepy Hollow.
Yes, very much.
Tommy came up with Clockwork Orange, or yes, Starship Troopers. You know, if you like that classic music, classic rock, old R&B, look up the movie called 20 Feet from Stardom.
Oh yeah, you've told me about that one.
It's one about the background singers, and you're going to hear all these. You're going to see the faces to all these voices you've heard all your life, but you never knew what they looked like.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting documentary. It's real good. I might watch that tonight. Give Tommy a look and see. All right. Okay, I got to get out of here.
All right, sounds good. I gotta go too.
Dude, have a good one, man. We'll do this again in a few days or next week or whatever.
Yeah. Even if I have to, shoot from the parking lot at work, I'm up for doing this later on in the week.
A music or a movie show. I know this kind of turned into a movie thing, but maybe we can do like a.
Dude, anytime I'm on, it turns into a movie or a music show. That's usually all we talk about.
We gotta do like a 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon kind of a thing.
Oh, I think we tried that one night and we had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah. That was good. All right. Go do what you got to do, man. Everyone, thanks for hanging out with us. I'll be back tomorrow night with Jennifer McWilliams, and we're talking CRT and SEL. It should be very good. Vic, thanks for hanging out, buddy.
All right. See y'all later.
Have a good night, everyone. Freaking lightsaber over there. You got a lightsaber for real?
Yeah, man. Real nice one, too.
Do you know with the lightsaber handle where that came from?
Was it like a plane part?
It was a part for. Oh my god! Now I'm trying to remember. I just heard it in a documentary. No, or I saw it on. Where was that from? It's a part for something else. It's not even a light thing.
Yeah, like a lot of the parts there were like just a majority of them were taken from planes. Like a lot of the droids and stuff, they were just parts that they just put there. But yeah, since it was like Star Wars Day recently, like I have all my Star Wars stuff out right now, so I need to put all this away.
Yeah, I gotta remember that was used for something else, and somebody saw it.
Oh, you can't even see
it's
this.
It's like a common part for something.
Since I have a 3D printer, I'm just printing like a bunch of random stuff that shouldn't exist.
That's a Buddha stormtrooper.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I'm just doing a bunch of random things right now. You should see my room.
So how much the stuff that you got to put in a 3D printer to print the actual material?
Yeah, the filament.
What does that cost? Is that expensive?
No. For $20, I got like a full one of these, and I've printed so many things, and I still haven't finished one of these. I have a couple of them.
Well, how is that in a roll? I thought it was like pellets or some.
No, it's like this gets melted, and it just like gets put into the shape of whatever you want to make.
And what does a printer? What does a decent printer cost?
I bought mine for I think $300, and it's like one of the cheaper ones, but it's able to do pretty cool things. Like you saw my Stormtrooper. I got like a little octopus with a top hat for some reason.
So what about colors? It's just depending on the color that you feed it?
Yeah, but depending on what color you feed it, and you could also just use acrylic paint to paint things. I'm trying to paint some stuff right now. I thought I had colors here. Yeah, like I got like, some nice red. I got a yellow, blue, green. Right now I have my white printing some stuff. But I haven't had to, I haven't ran out, and this thing's been running like nonstop every time I'm home.
What brand? Who makes them?
Well, mine is an Ender. That's like the most popular one right now. It's kind of like the one that everyone gets. but there's like more expensive brands that go a little bit faster. Standable, meaning
Sandable. Can you sand it?
sandable. Yeah, I actually have some sandpaper. Um, and I was sanding out this one. I just never got to finishing it. And that's what a lot of people do, like for like people make it like for cosplays and costumes and stuff like that. But if you I have it like real thin layers, so like this, you could see you could get pretty detailed with it. Like you don't have to like really sand stuff out. I think I sanded down this one. It's a little planter. Um, yeah, it's smooth. So yeah, you could sand them.
And then if you need to paint them, you can just paint them with spray paint or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get spray paint because I'm building like a really big one right now. So it's gonna take about 2 days to finish. So I'm gonna spray paint that hopefully before I leave.
So how long a roll is that? The thing you just showed me that's on that roll.
This one, I mean, it's a lot. You probably can't see it, but like it's this, and then like it's about this thick.
And when you buy new, is it more full than that, or is that where it's at?
Yeah, no, it's full. Like it's completely like to the end. But I did maybe like 80 hours worth of printing, and I still have half a roll left. Yeah, and then like I said, this one I'm doing. I would show my full one because it's my white one, but it's in the middle of being used right now. Let's see. I can show it. Yeah, so like it's running right now, but like you can see, it's a giant roll, and it's just going like layer by layer.
And what are you making there?
Making like a giant Pokemon thing so I can put on myself.
And how long will that take to get done?
I'm doing it in parts, but if you add up all the time for all the different parts, it's going to be maybe about 20 hours.
Fausto, will hot glue, Bondo, or cement stick to it?
Hot glue won't because it has a melting point of about 180 degrees. So I think the hot glue would probably melt it and warp it a little bit. I haven't thought about the little like liquid cement. That should probably work. But a lot of these things, when you make it like how mine's in parts, they're made to like kind of lock in with each other, so that way like they won't separate, so you don't have to use glue. I don't think I have anything else.
Yeah, so I'm curious, like that little Buddha, the Stormtrooper Buddha.
Yeah.
How long does that take to print if you just set it and let it go?
I think this just took about 7 hours.
Dang.
But it's because it's not hollow, so like it's infilled, like so it could be sturdy, so I can't like break it or anything like that. But then like this little guy, he's hollow because you can like put a plant in him. He only took like 2 hours.
And is the software to do that? Does that come with the printer?
It's a free software. There's a bunch of different free softwares you can buy. I just got the most common one because it's most user friendly.
Victor, so cool.
Oh, you saw my Legos. I have this huge piece that's been taking me weeks to finish.
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah, about almost 4,000 pieces, and I really should finish it, but when I'm coming like over on the week, I don't really have time to play with my toys as much as I wish I could.
Isabel, yeah, we've been talking about that for the last 10 minutes. Yeah, where you been?
Yeah, but no, I feel like I'm taking up your time. I know you have things you need to go do and stuff, so we can talk about my stuff later. But my YouTube channel, like I started like kind of showing my collection and like going into specifics. So if anyone wants to see like the kind of stuff I have a garage full of maybe like another 500 items. Little by little, I'm going to start showing that stuff off.
That's awesome. I got an airplane I need to 3D print. Part of the pieces are broken. Oh. And I thought about, I wonder if I could 3D print a replacement part.
You probably could.
From the opposite side, there's a piece I could,
Yeah, then I'm getting into like 3D modeling, so I'm trying to like build my own prints, so I don't have to just like get other ones that I find. So that's another thing I'm playing with.
That's cool.
But yeah, it's fun.
All right, got to run this time for sure. Dude, we'll be in touch in a couple days, man. Be safe on your travels.
Definitely see everyone later. Like I said, I always love coming on your show, and I appreciate anytime you invite me.
Awesome, bro. You're welcome anytime. All right, everyone. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. See you tomorrow morning. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's on the stand again. 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 a.m. Dang, it's going to be early. It's going to be a long day tomorrow.
Yeah,
Should be good.
I'll probably just catch the replay.
Cool. All right. See you guys then. See you later, Vic.
See ya.